Hello, I'm Dick.
And I'm Eric, and we're the annuity guys.
Yes, and Eric, there's a new kid on the block.
A new innovation in the industry.
But the most exciting thing that's come along in several years, actually.
It's funny how you can make some old things new again. And people think annuities, boring.
Well, it is boring, Eric.
But this is exciting for us.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun with this.
Well, and for years, the variable annuity was called a hybrid annuity. Then along comes the fixed indexed annuity, and what we saw really change that was those new income riders that came out on them.
Opportunities for growth and income guarantees.
And hence, the hybrid annuity is born. And now we have the immediate hybrid annuity, which has learned a little bit from their cousin.
It's taken some of the hybrid and fixed pieces and some of the variable pieces and slapping it on the immediate annuity, which is like, well, what? Why the heck would you want to do that?
Well, and that brings up another point. Agents aren't talking about this too much.
Don't tell anybody, and there's a reason why.
There's a reason why.
And I don't know.
Well, the truth on these immediate hybrid annuities, folks, they're really more than likely to catch on in a big way because there's so many good features to them that we want to explain and help you understand. But they're also the very low commission. They don't pay the agents very high commissions.
Well, and that's why a lot of people really didn't talk about even a standard immediate annuity before. And now all of a sudden we're starting to get a little bit more innovation, and I think it's going to people are going to have to start talking about it.
Yes,
because the features are there, and well, let's see here. We can get higher payouts, perhaps.
Greatly increased income.
Increased income. All right. So fees. No fees.
That's a big negative. Now that was one of the things on the variable annuity that really became. I don't want to say the death of the variable annuity, but a lot of folks moved away from the variable annuity because of the high fees, and they still do. The hybrid annuity, which is we've explained many times, is the fixed indexed annuity chassis, typically, the standard hybrid annuity. And it lowered the fees a lot. But it still has fees, Eric.
Some of them do. Not all of them, but most commonly you're looking at between 0.5% and 1% on an income rider fee, which is what guarantees your income for life on that kind of fixed indexed or hybrid chassis.
So now we move over to the immediate hybrid annuity, and we're talking about zero fees.
Oh my gosh.
No fees, folks. No annual fees.
No fees, higher payouts.
For lifetime income to last you through retirement. And the most innovative aspect of this, which is what really takes it into this hybrid annuity realm, is access to your principal.
Right, access to your liquidity. I mean, it gives you some liquidity options that didn't used to be there.
Right.
Now, we're not going to pretend that you're going to go out there and withdraw everything without penalties or such, but it does give you access to emergency cash.
Yes.
And we're seeing more and more carriers start to offer these.
And many folks would have opted for an immediate annuity if they had some of those options in the past. They just weren't available. One of the things, Eric, that I want to talk about, and we kind of get this, you and I, we're never really against the insurance company. We're always for the client. So if there's a way that the client can actually win, and I mean, let's face it, most clients feel that the deck is stacked against them when they're dealing with an insurance company. So if there's a way to win, what you really want to do is get your money out of the insurance company early, faster. The sooner you can get your money out and have them paying you their money, the better off you are.
And if you haven't figured out what an annuity is, really, it's a return of your money to you.
Plus a small return.
Plus a guarantee that you'll get that return as long as you're alive.
Yes.
Those are the key aspects of an annuity. And so lifetime income, well, you want to get your portion that you've paid in back quickly.
Right.
And then, boom, you're starting to work on their money.
What's so exciting about this, Eric, is that we've been able to run the numbers, and we've seen now the breaking points where it really works for folks, and those payouts where they can have a considerably larger amount of money at certain ages, and even in the early stages, make a lot more income.
Well, and that's looking at kind of the typical portfolio size we see in 401ks for, let's say, a 65-year-old male. Let's just use that as single. the difference between, say, a popular hybrid payout paying about 5.5%, and then these immediate, hybrid annuities are now all of a sudden paying about almost 6.7%. So you're talking about
compared to 5.5.
Right. So for someone with 250,000 and looking at that as their foundational income, you're talking about $2,000 a month difference.
That equates out to somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000 over 20 years, which is a typical retirement. I mean, some of them are much longer than that, but a typical retirement pushes 20 years nowadays.
And I'm sorry, I said a month. It should have been a year. It's
a year, annual. I took it as annual. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I mean, the lifetime number is just the amount of money you would leave on the table is just astronomical when you start looking at it.
Yes.
So we're always excited to talk to people about it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, and we get excited because they get excited. It's like, everyone's kind of looked at the standard fixed indexed hybrid annuity, and they've compared them one against the other, and finally there's something out that kind of breaks the mold and answers a lot of the questions that folks are looking for.
Exactly, especially for those folks that are retiring. They're getting buyout options. We're hearing all these people, and they're going to retire, and they're going to start needing money now.
Yes.
And that's where this works extremely well. And
right.
It's exciting. I'm excited.
So we're talking, it works better for those folks that need money in what time period? I mean, obviously there's the next 30 days, but then how much further out might this strategy work better?
Well, as I say, with this specific strategy, really, because you're using an immediate income chassis, you're looking at income in the next 12 months.
Yes.
I mean, but obviously then when we start looking at when does a hybrid best perform, usually on that stage you're looking at having to defer it for at least 5 years.
Right. So if you're wanting to be able to balance this and say, well, if my income I need it in about 3 years, maybe you want to hold off a little bit or use a different type of an annuity to get you to that level where you're ready to turn the income on, and then use this type of an immediate hybrid annuity.
Right, and that's where we say run the numbers, look at the options. You might be worth taking a 2% guarantee for a couple of years, knowing you're going to get a better payment in 2 years with an immediate hybrid than you would with a standard hybrid annuity. So,
well, Eric, let's put together some of those numbers for folks and do a webinar on that that they can watch, and maybe even have a button on the website where they can just go and look at those numbers and do some real comparisons, and then they can get back with us if they have questions.
Sure, and we're always welcome to help share those numbers for people on an individual level that are looking at what those options would be as well.
Okay, folks, thank you very much.
Have a great day.